And good evening. Here is Black Girl Everything here with our next Expo. I lost my numbers. I thought the last one was 14. I think this one's 16 actually. I don't even know.
Oh wow.
But
Nice.
I'm here with the lovely Shynae Nicole. Hey boo.
Hello. How are you?
I'm good. How are you doing this lovely rainy day?
I know. I'm doing good. I love the rain.
Do you really?
Yeah, I love the rain. Yeah, it's very therapeutic and soothing to me. I don't like to be in it, but I like to be home watching it.
Okay, I can do that one.
Yeah.
I like being inside in the rain. Outside in the rain is just not my friend.
Right.
Not like when I was 10, when I used to still splash in puddles.
Jumping up and down in muddy puddles. Splish splash.
Did you come over the whole
All
song?
the moms know where that's from. That is Peppa Pig.
See, I can't watch Peppa Pig
Why?
because Lisa can't handle accents.
I love British accents.
Oh, she can't handle it.
Oh
She
God.
will walk all the way out the room if she hears an accent. If I turn the movie on, there's an accent.
Oh
She's
my
like,
goodness.
oh no,
Really? Oh,
like
I love British
all the
accents.
time.
Yeah, I love
all the
British
time.
accents.
Yeah, I don't mind them either, but she can't handle it, so I can't watch
A
it.
little Idris Elba accent.
Oh yes, especially when he really lays it on nicely.
Yes. Very nice. Yeah.
Yes, it is very lovely. Okay, guys, let's get focused here. All right, so Shynae, tell us a little about yourself.
Okay, so my name is Shynae. I am the owner of the Shynae Nicole collection, and I'm the creator of Honey Notes, which is my pride and joy. I am a writer, and I'm a mom to a beautiful little 2-year-old, and I have a full-time job actually too. So I do a lot. Born in Philly, and I was raised in Mount Vernon, and yeah.
I didn't know you was born in Philly.
Yes, Philly.
Where at?
North Philly.
You was born in North Philly?
Yeah, I was born at Temple University Hospital. Yes, but I've been in New York since I was like 1, so I really can't really.
Can't claim it all, but I went to Temple though.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Oh,
That's why I went to
okay.
school. Philly is like my second best city. I love
Okay.
Philadelphia.
Yeah. Philly has a lot of culture, especially
Definitely.
compared to New York. It has so much culture. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, like the art and everything that just exists there. And the city is so old.
Yeah.
It's so old. There's a lot of actual real history behind it. It's actually a beautiful place. Love it to death. They're going through a lot right now, but we
Yeah.
just pray for them.
Yes, but that's the passion of Philadelphians.
That is definitely true. That's true. They love their people wholeheartedly. So you're doing a lot.
Yes.
Right?
Jack of all trades, Jane of all trades.
Well, listen, there's nothing wrong with that. That's all
Right.
the Black Girl Everything way, right?
Yes.
It's because we're Black girls who do everything.
And do
So-
it well. Let's not do it well. Not,
Exactly.
Not half doing it well.
Exactly. So tell me, where do you want to start? What do you want to share with us first? Honey knows I'm going to leave because
Yes,
I love
let's
those.
leave the honey notes.
Okay.
We could talk about. I mean, I feel like I've been doing so many interviews. What do you want to talk about?
Let's
first?
start with your book.
My book. Okay, let's start with this. My baby, my first book, My Pride and Joy, Butterflies and Teary Eyes. So, in 2016, I decided to put all my poems together and write a book. I had no idea what I was doing, and it was very tedious, and the process was very humbling, and the product is this amazing piece of work that has inspired a lot of women of all different ages and ethnic groups, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Yes. Now I know a lot more about writing as far as target audience and market and how to market my book and how to, sell it. At that point, I had no idea. It was just like I needed to purge myself and my thoughts, my emotions. I just need to get it on paper and get it out there so I could just release those thoughts and just kind of like, it's like my therapy of sorts.
It's like a rebirth of yourself.
Yes.
Definitely. So how's the book been doing for the last 4 years?
The book did really well.
Okay.
When I first put it out, it did very well. I got a lot of people to just support me, a lot of people to read it. That's the most important. As a writer, as a poet, any art you do, people will always support you off the strength of who you are as a person.
Definitely.
It's another thing for them to actually utilize, to read, to really, whatever you put out there, to really support it. Meaning they read it, they like it, they post it. Oh my God, I didn't know. Wow, page 48, that's my favorite one.
Yeah.
That's what makes me great. So I don't really count numbers. I count how many people have texted me, sent me pictures. You did your thing with this. Wow, this is like touched me. I sent this to my grandmother. She loves it. My aunt, she loves it. So to me, it did very well. It exceeded my expectations because I really didn't have a lot.
Very good. Very good. Very good. I understand. So what is your favorite piece in that book?
Oh, the favorite one is the one I performed at your Creatives Corner.
Yeah.
Is the one that with my mom and me. And then I really don't have a favorite in this book. I feel like this book it's really a compilation of just my life at a certain point.
Okay.
And I don't have a favorite. I like the whole thing together.
Okay, as just one solid piece. All right, that's pretty dope. It's pretty dope. So I see you have on this really cool sweatshirt here.
So can you guys see my sweatshirt? So it says, I've gone to places only my pen could take me. And this is my slogan, my company slogan, and it's just the epitome of who I am as a writer.
Yeah.
So it is figuratively meaning, you know, I go places in my poetry. I use my poetry as my vehicle to take me places that this world may have never been able to take me. My imagination, just creating a world of storytelling around certain experiences is the epitome of what this shirt means. And Vanessa had her sweatshirt on yesterday. Did you watch her interview?
I did.
And she had her sweatshirt on yesterday.
I saw that.
Also, so yeah, Writers Unite, get you a sweatshirt or get your family or friend a sweatshirt that you know loves to write. It could be any type of art, actually.
Yeah, no, because it's definitely dope. I love it. First of all, I like this whole Shynae Nicole thing.
Thank you. Yeah.
So
I love my name.
That's a good thing, isn't it?
Yes, it is. I have the name Shynae, and I was made a lot of fun of. As you know, there's another Shynae, very popular Shynae. So I was teased a lot. I hate the Shynae, but I love the Shynae, and I love the Nicole, and I made my daughter middle name Nicole as well. But yeah, I love the name Shynae Nicole. It just reads very well. It's the pen name for all my books and all my products and my company, and so yeah, I just think it has a nice.
Yeah, you know, because I know you as, you know, your real name. So when I saw the whole Shynae Nicole thing, I was like, that's really nice, especially how you print it.
Right.
And the art of it, because it really stands out. It stands strong. It signifies something, like it has a real meaning to it.
Right.
It's actually really dope. Really appreciate it.
It's so weird in business how everything is significant. You see a lot of signatures and they're not really, you can't really tell what they are, right? So like a doctor signature. So most company signatures are very script. You can't really tell, and mine is very readable. And I did that for a reason, because I want you to know who you're purchasing from. I want you to know the name. I'm Shynae Nicole, you know? I don't want you to see an S and an N, and you can't really make out the logo or the name.
No, I got you. So it's all about your brand. Definitely about your brand. So I see your brand is evolved, and you had additional merchandise.
Yes.
Like we have this lovely coffee mug here.
Yes. So I have this is the second coffee mug that I created in my company. So the first one was a pink mug, and it had this same slogan, I've gone to places only my pen could take me. This is the second mug that I did, and it's a gold metallic mug, and it reads, I find pieces of you in every beautiful thing I see. It's like my favorite mug to drink from. I just feel so rich and fancy when I drink from my gold
First of all, that looks fancy.
Yeah, I feel so rich and fancy when I'm like, pinky up, you know? So yes.
Let me see this mug. Let me see how fancy I feel. Ooh, it's nice.
Isn't it?
Oh, you could tap your finger on like this, like your little nail on it.
Yes. It's really nice.
This. I really like your name. And this whole thing about it being a collection is is really nice. Great branding.
So when I was creating the company, as a creative, my mind goes all over the place. I mean, I'll pop up in the morning and I'll come up with a honey notes idea.
Got it.
And I have to put it out there, right? So I started out as the author Shynae, the poet Shynae, the person who I'm known for my pink note cards on Instagram. I always do pink quotes way before honey notes was in existence. I always do these pink quotes on Instagram. So I'm Shynae. Everyone knows I'm the writer, right? I want to do products now.
Got it.
But nobody knows me for products. Like, I'm Shynae the writer, you know? So it's like, okay, I have a collection of the poetry that you like. Now I'm going to put out pieces for the person that may not want to buy a book, but they may want little bits of pieces of poetry in their everyday life. So that's what the Shynae Nicole collection is. It's poetry and prose inscribed products.
That's so nice. It's so grown up though, you know?
Yeah, because not everybody's into poetry. Poetry is an acquired taste, we'll call it, you know? However, who doesn't love a quote? Who doesn't love a good quote?
Exactly.
Who doesn't
exactly.
love a great
For
inspirational
when you're down
motiv-
or when you're up, it's nothing like a good
So
quote.
that's the collection of the Shynae Nicole. So the extension of my books. And
Very interesting.
yeah.
Like, even the collection about you. So I saw for a while there you was doing some writing workshops
Yeah.
here in the community. So
Yeah.
you are giving back to your community. So what was that about?
Yes. So every year before COVID, of course, I would
Mm-hmm.
go to local schools in Mount Vernon, and
Okay.
I would guest lecture the students on college prep and writing and how to become an author, self-publishing, things like that. So that is something that I absolutely love to do. It was a joy for me, and I'm so mad at just the first year I didn't get to do it. And then, as you know, I spent many years coaching
Yes.
females, young females and girls in softball. So I've always tried to give back, and I wanted to do even more. Right before the pandemic, I had started a GoFundMe to actually give back even more and do writing workshops to some of the youth. Of course, COVID happened, and so I had to put it on hold, but it's definitely something I'm going to be revisiting in the future.
Okay, definitely. Definitely. So what are some of your goals that you have? Because I know there has to be a lot in the head of yours.
Yes, I have so many goals, and I'm just even scared to talk about them right now because I may try to just start all of them right now. But a goal of mine is to actually acquire a storefront one day.
Okay.
Where I can host events, I can have children come in and young adults come in for writing workshops. We can do open mics. We can do pop-ups, just a place where, because I feel like we need that in the community. We don't have a lot of that. We don't have a lot of event spaces for us, by us. So that would be one of my ultimate goals. Is, I told you, to open up a cafe.
Sounds
open up a poetry cafe that is like a workspace type, and then at night we turn it into more of a singing and jazz.
Bring the art in.
Yes, one of my biggest things. And then of course I would love a publishing deal.
Okay.
From a major publishing house.
Okay.
For my second book or even one of my books. That's also a major goal of mine. That's like one of my more of a 1 year plan goal that I'm working on currently.
Cool. So you started writing your second book?
Yes, it is done, and we are editing.
Really?
Yeah, and we have a book cover, and we are in the phase of marketing. So I'm creating content for videos and things to put it out there.
I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm excited.
You should be.
I told you how this one got started, right? This one was more like, okay, let me just go in the archives and put this together.
Yeah.
This second book was like, okay, no, we need content. Let's get to writing. So I actually wrote this book.
Very
as opposed
interesting.
to it already being written.
Oh, that's so dope. That's so dope. So my favorite part of the evening, because I love these cards, guys. I love them. I've seen them. I've glanced at them, and she's told me all about them. So now she's going to share with you guys the magnificent honey notes.
So these are my honey notes, and let's just start with the name. The name is Honey Notes, right? Each quote starts with honey, and I chose that as a term of endearment. It's just to make the reader more receptive for whatever call of action or motivation or affirmation I'm giving them. Okay. And so each one starts with honey. And it's a set of 60 note cards. How I got to 60 was very random. I started out with 30.
Okay.
And then I just kept coming up with quotes, and it just wouldn't stop. And I kept writing them down. And I'm like, all right, I got 30. 40. I'm like, okay, 40. See if you can get 60. Got 60. And I'm like, now what do I do with 60? Do I sell them as 30? Do I sell them as 60? I'm like, you know what? Sell them as 60 and then sell them as a set. And so it's like, I love them. So I'll just read a few. And so this one just says, honey, speak up. Tell them exactly what you want. Silence is inaudible. So that's one of them. And this one says, honey, say it. I love myself. So yeah, and then this one is, honey, save a little bit of that love for yourself. So as you can see, they're very inspirational, very motivational. They make you think a little bit about your situation, what you're going through, how you're feeling. And I've gotten great feedback.
Yeah, those are actually very therapeutic. For a long time, I worked at a group home with a majority of the time is in girls' set cottages and stuff like that. Something like that would be something that I would walk around in the morning, just leave on their pillow.
And so they can also be used as greeting cards.
Exactly.
And writing prompts.
Exactly.
I had someone send me a video of how she framed them and put them up in her living room. I guess it was her favorite 9 of them, and she
Got
had
it.
them like staggered on her wall. And that warmed my heart. Not even to be all like, but it's just like you put a product out there and you envision it being used one way, but then to actually see it without having to tell someone.
Yeah.
That is just like goal, like accomplished.
Yeah, because that means they really are embracing it.
So like just giving these out to your friends. You see a friend that needs this, you send them a screenshot of this, you mail them one of these, and I thought about you. Or you post these up in your mirror every day. You see this one, you know, it's like, I think they're great. I think everyone needs these.
I think everybody needs reminders.
Yes.
Like I'm a post-it queen. Like I have post-its around like important things. When I was going through transitions in my life, a major transition a few years back, one of my things was I put post-its all over my wall of things I want to accomplish, things I want to do, things I want out of life, things I want for my next relationship, things I want for my son.
Yes.
And
like a vision board.
It did. It completely. And every morning that I woke up, I sat there and I looked at it.
Yes.
And it was the biggest thing in the world to be able to take one down once I accomplished things.
Yes.
Over and over again. To the point where I still have them now. They're upstairs in a box.
Wow.
I keep them there in this one box.
Great.
And I go back sometimes and I look at where I've came from and to see where I go.
The growth.
It's completely. Even in my office upstairs, I started a whole new wall.
Yeah.
Because once this started growing, I was like, okay, now I got to put up more post-its.
I can't wait for you to start using these and putting these up, because these are like so great for that. And I completely understand what you mean. Like, I need constant reminders. And it's like, well, why would we get these when we can just go on Instagram? But why would you want to mess up your morning with going on the internet when you can just drink your coffee and read through your honey notes at your kitchen table without, start your morning off the right way without any distractions but you and yourself?
That's the right way to start your whole life. People get so caught up in everything else.
Yes.
And so distracted that you can't stay focused.
Yep. And so whenever I let people read these, because I always bring these with me and I tell them, just read a few of these. They're like, woo, you wrote this one for me. Ain't that the truth? And I'm like, yeah, see, you know, you need these.
They're completely relatable. They relate to on so many different levels, and between relationships and just life and just even your own daughters, especially teenage girls who are going through so many transitions. It's hard. On teenagers. Completely hard. It's a complete challenge. And to be able to provide something like that, just a little piece of something to them to communicate to them. Especially for parents who have a hard time even sharing those words, because some of us are so broken that we can't even pour into our children. But something like that, you sit there and say, oh, let me just give them this for the day. Because I know I want to give it, but I can't. How can I give it? You know?
So guess what? You know what you do? You package it up as a gift. Hey, I saw these and I thought of you.
Yeah.
And you don't know which ones they're getting, because there's so many. There's a variety of them in here. There's, you know, you need some sun, go for a walk. There's some, you're beautiful. Have you looked in the mirror today? You don't know what they're reading. So they don't know the message that you're trying to give them, but the whole thing is to be positive, to be inspired, to be you, to come to me if you need to talk, you know. These are great holiday gift ideas. And I even have boxes for them and everything. And yeah, that's really great. Yeah.
No, I love them. No, I'm just really excited that you've created this, because I love just giving somebody something.
Yes.
You know, and it's just like, even when I walk down the street, I tell a story all the time, when it was the census time, I saw this guy, he was outside doing his little census work, and I stopped and I looked at him, I was like, I really appreciate you. And he said, that was the nicest thing somebody said to me.
Something as simple as that.
So simple. Just to tell somebody that. Off the middle of the street.
Yeah.
I don't know you. I'm just walking down the block and I see you out here trying to get us counted. And just to say that I appreciate you. You know, and people don't understand those little moments that you share with people can change the trajectory of their whole day.
And you know what, people get misconstrued? Just because someone is getting paid for a job does not mean they need to be thanked for it.
Exactly.
You can still thank someone although they're being paid to be there. Because guess what? They still didn't need to be there. They're still doing their job very well. So you can still thank you for coming. Thank you. Thank you so much for your customer service. I am so big on customer service. I am so big on customer service.
I appreciate
when I get someone that has great customer service, I'm like, please give me a number or a name where I can tell them thank you so much, because you went above and beyond and you didn't have to do that. Yes, you did your job, but you did your job exceedingly well. So just because your people are like, well, they get paid to do that. No, they get paid to show up, but they didn't have to be, you know. Not everyone that gets paid to do something does it well, or does it efficiently, does it effectively, does it passionately. You know what I mean? So, completely understand what you're saying.
No, totally. Every time I walk out the supermarket or I walk out anywhere, it's always enjoy the rest of your shift.
Right. Yes. Right.
Simple things. Simple things that we have to provide for people, especially for each other, because you never know what somebody's day is looking like. Like, definitely dope. So, when you came here today, you started telling me about a new project that you're working on that has a Black Girl stamp all over, Black Girl everything stamp.
Yes.
Please explain to everybody what you're doing next, especially for this nice, wonderful holiday season.
Yes. So I'm going to speak directly to you guys and tell you guys that the Shynae Nicole collection, in collaboration with History Reinstated, has a wonderful holiday gift box this holiday season. And what is the holiday gift box? The theme is a seat at the table. I was gonna theme it, I'm speaking, but I was like, you know what, let me just step back.
Okay, I can see why you step back a little bit.
I said a seat at the table because a lot of times, oftentimes, our voices are, misrepresented, undervalued, or even completely ignored. And so I thought it was very important to give women of color an opportunity to showcase their work in an excellent way.
Definitely.
And so this box features 7 products from women of color.
Beautiful.
Completely women of color.
I love
Small
it.
businesses. And so we have an amazing gift box that was like really curated for women of all different types, especially if you want to support local Black owned women businesses. So we have like coconut wax candles, handmade, natural and essential oils soap with a beechwood soap dish to nicely place your soap on. We have a special edition honey notes included in it, so there will not be in these 60. We've created an additional 24 honey notes on a different color, different size, so you get a completely different experience with your honey notes. We have a travel mug. We have hot chocolate bombs, which is the new rave. And
I really have to see that whole hot chocolate bomb thing.
I'm going to send you a video of that. I'm going to send you a video. And we have a greeting card from a illustrator. She's a Black illustrator from Paris. And we have some immune boosting tea from a Black owned company as well. And so we got you this holiday season. There is no need to go to 15 different stores for your holiday gifts. We got you. Get a basket and send it to your favorite person.
Yeah, I'm going to be buying a couple, so you guys better put your orders in before me.
Oh, and we only have 50. We're only doing 50 boxes.
Exclusive.
Yes. Only 50 boxes. You can have it shipped, but it's more so to be picked up mid-December. And yeah, so we start with tomorrow. We're going live with it. And 50
so you
boxes.
guys are the first to know.
Yes, first to know. And I'm telling you, I have links on my website to all these great companies. If you guys want to check them out, support them. There will be flyers of other Black owned companies in the box too, so that you can support, buy Black.
All day. Every day. People gotta stop playing around with that.
Hashtag Black Girls Everything.
All the time. All right.
Yes.
So, how can people find you?
So you can find me on Instagram. I am at Shynae Nicole. You can find me on my website, www.shanaenicole.com. And you can find me on Instagram as well. Well, we said Instagram. And then you can find me on Facebook, Shynae Nicole as well. So everything is Shynae Nicole. Very easy.
You see that branding?
Yeah. Everything, yeah.
People, they give me like 5 different names. And I'm kind of like, why would you do that?
No, that's it. And then we have our Honey Notes Instagram page as well, but you can find it also through my websites. But you can search follow Honey Notes for sure. If you want some daily motivation, follow the Honey Notes.
All right, great. So I want to thank you for an amazing interview.
Thank you for inviting me. I had a great time explaining to you guys my whole life.
This is so cool. You guys got to check her out. This is a holiday season. Some cool stuff out here for that, especially for that girl that needs that motivation and those happy thoughts. Definitely grab those honey notes, because I know a few young ladies I need to get some sets for myself, because they all teenagers. They all killing me on a day-to-day basis. All right, so that's all we got today. Thank you all.
Thank you. Bye.